Hey, so glad that you are with me today. I'm so glad to be with you. Let me know how you're doing. I love to hear from you. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about. I would love to have some cool ideas for topics. I love the connection that we have. I hope you find some value from this video. I got some topics that I want to talk about, some fun ones today. The first one is going to be 13 sentences that will set you free, and you'll be ahead of most people, I would think, if you implement all these into your life. So I want to talk about daily gratitude, because your life is a reflection of your mindset. Those two topics are going to tie in together, and boy, how true is that, right? And then I want to talk about 5 signs of a weak mindset, and that's, I think we can break free from that as well. And before I get into that, a little tie in with Monday's episode. I did sell 3 of my 4 sports shirts. Somebody offered me $80 for them. I tried to say 90. They said no. I said 85. They said yes. I spent $15 total for them, so that was a quick $70 just for going to a little silly sale. The next is I did sell 2 of those bowling shirts that I got out of, managed to get out of there from that little altercation that I had. 2 bowling shirts, $30 a piece. They're $5 each, so that's a quick $50 there. So $120 off of 5 shirts at this estate sale. And I'm going to list the rest of the bowling shirts today. The crazy part of me that I still battle, that I still have to break free from, is now I want to collect Auburn shirts. Not even Auburn shirts, but bowling shirts. The beautiful stitching on them. I got to break free from that mindset. Anyways, I think I want to get a book on it. The book's like $10. I want to read about it. Worst comes to worst, I'll gain some knowledge. And usually this feeling will pass because I want to collect everything. I'll be really honest with you. But I don't. And that passes, and then I get into the mood where I just want to sell. And that's usually more fun and gives me a lot more freedom in my life. Speaking of freedom in my life, side hustles and Instacart and Walmart Spark give me a lot of freedom. I do them 5 to 6 mornings a week. Especially on the weekdays, I'm going from about 8:30 to noon. Some days I make a lot more, some days I don't. This week, lately, it's been a grind. I'm just barely making $50 a day, but that's going to add up to $300 by the end of the week. But it's most likely going to mean I'm going to have to do it Saturday. However, when I go to these sales on Saturdays, that kind of cuts into my gigs. But as you can see, A, I have fun with it, and B, it can be profitable. So it's kind of a fine line there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, something I've been thinking about talking about for so long, my vinyl review of the Kinks' first album is done. I've been hemming and hawing about whether to put it on this channel or its own channel. I did go with a separate channel. It is called Vinyl Friends. I'll have a link to it below. I'm hoping to officially publish that video before I publish this one. I figured just keep this place as a place where we could just get deep, talk about anything and everything, and music too. And just kind of have that place as just for music. And this place can be just for us, just our little place here where we can lean on each other and talk about more serious topics. But I'm excited about that video. I know I can do better, but I'm not letting perfection, right? That is that's a myth. That is procrastination. I just wanted to sit down eventually and just see if I could do it. I worked on my video editing a little bit. The biggest thing I think I'll improve is my background. I just sat in the kids' toy room and I just did it one day. And I've been figuring out where I should put my background. But check that out. Say hello. I hope you do. But let's get into the topics of today. So the first of the 13 sentences that will help set you free. Ideas mean nothing. Zero zilch. Execution is all that matters. It's not about what you thought about doing. It's about what you did. I've got a lot of ideas. Some wacky, as my wife would probably say, and some hit home. Some hit the bullseye, and some are close enough, right? But without action, none of it's gonna going to matter. I have a lot of t-shirt ideas, but if I don't take action and learn how to use my Cricut machine and all the supplies and everything else, that's not going to mean anything. I got a lot of ideas on how to pay down debt, but if I didn't put those into action, I'd still have mountains of debt. But I did take action, and that seemed to work out. Had an idea for that YouTube channel that Vinyl Friends that I'm going to link below. I wanted to do the kinks, but if I didn't sit down and do it and edit it and research it, then nothing would have happened. So remember, ideas are not as great as execution. Number 2, never let anyone get comfortable disrespecting you. I've been there. I think I have the personality where I'm not overly confrontational. I think I can get pushed to the point, for sure. But I don't know. I kind of just let it roll, laugh it off, take it too much. And this can go not necessarily just for me, but if that's disrespect in the home, which thankfully I don't have, but disrespect at work from coworkers or boss, disrespect when I was younger, get disrespected at school, friends. There was time I got pushed too much, I got bullied too much, and you got to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself in certain situations, or remove yourself from those situations too, depending on what you can. And if you can't remove yourself right now, guess what? Start breaking free. Follow the 300 videos that I've already released, and I think you will find an exit plan. Number 3, be selfish with your time. It's our greatest non-renewable resource. A lot of people don't deserve your time. A lot of things don't deserve your time and attention. Be selfish with your time. Don't waste it. We only get so much. Be selfish with your time. Number 4, share your progress, not your goals, and you will always be motivated. I hate to share my goals too much, too often. I share here because this is a safe space with us. And, goals tend to change over time. Sometimes my goals fail. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a work in progress. But I remember Bob Dylan said something like, a lot of people want to see you fail, so be careful what you share with them. They can kill your dreams. And I think when he was starting off as a singer-songwriter, he just kind of quietly just did his thing. And when it's done, it's done. So be careful, how much that you share. Number 5, stop comparing. Every second that you spend comparing your life to somebody else's is a wasted second. Break free from that, and create your own definition of success. This is success to me. I'm happy. I'm not overly stressed. I have a loving family, a nice place to live. This is going to get into all the gratitude later, and hopefully tie into things with a weak mindset too that I hopefully have breaking free from. Create your own definition of success. It's your own. It's not anybody else's. Somebody that you perceive to be more successful than you could not be quite as happy or as healthy. You just never know what's going on. Create your own definition of success. Jim Carrey said, I wish that everybody could become rich and famous so they could see that that's not the answer. If it was, you'd see a lot more. Why are so many rich and famous people still so miserable? More money, more problem. Of course, we'd all like to try it, right? But still, I think there's something that creates your own definition of success. I don't want to go too much on and on about it, but I really love what I have going on right now. Number 6, smile often. I've been really trying to do this at strangers. Ever since we took the masks off from the pandemic, it really let me know, especially in the service industry, how much facial communication really makes a difference. When I'm in the grocery stores, I'm always smiling at people who I cut off or they cut me off, or we're going for the same thing, or even if we're just passing by, smile, smile, smile. Smile so much that people will think that you live in a world of optimism and positivity. And guess what? You do. I've seen people who live there too that come into my restaurant and they're just always so happy and always so friendly. And I just want to be like that. And it's not 24/7, of course, but we can stay in that world for a long time and we can get very comfortable living there. optimism and positivity. Smile often. I send a smile your way. Number 7, you grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. And for a number of different reasons, the more material things that I seek, certainly the less richer I become. And then there's less money for new experiences. Yeah, I could go buy, a record that costs as much as a trip. Experiences, new experiences, not material things. I'd rather go somewhere with my family, rather go somewhere with my friends, and I'm grateful that I have that opportunity. I don't rely on material things. I've been there. I've tried that route. I've learned the hard way in many different situations, and it's taken me a long time to learn. A late bloomer in many situations, so there's never too late. And it's going to take a little practice, but it feels good to let go. I promise you, if you don't rely on those material things, your life will get so much better. And going to these estate sales, you see the end of you see the end. You see the end of the story. That this, you can look around my house right now, and hopefully, 50 years from now or something, people are going to be in here and rifling through my crap, and getting it for $1 a piece. And that's just how it is. We can't take it with us. We can have some joy. But there's better ways. I'd rather go out there and try to make a few bucks. Number 8, learn to say no. Respect your time. Respect your energy. Have time for yourself. Don't be a yes man. That could be a lot of people's work. It's not necessarily mine, but a little bit. Could be with your friends. Anything. Learn to say no. It's not just always yes, yes, yes. Have time for yourself. It really means a lot. I'm blessed because I'm able to have a lot of time for myself. And what did I do with that time that I used to waste? I got active, and I got hustling, and I got learning mentally to try to be a happier, healthier, better person, husband, man, father, friend. Number 9, there's a difference between patience and wasting your time. It's going to take time, but you don't want to waste it. Number 10, you spend your whole life inside your head. Make it a nice place to be. You are your thoughts. You are what you consume. Thank you if you've made it this far in this video. I hope you're consuming some positivity. I hope you are consuming some motivation, some wisdom, and some positivity, and some optimism. I hope that that's what you take from this today. There's a lot going inside in all of our heads, right? The monkey mind. We can't help but think of this. We can't help but think of that. I got thinking about, what's my new boss going to be like at the restaurant one day when it sells? How am I going to do? Am I going to want to be in a situation like that? Am I even going to want to try it? Am I just going to do these gigs? If I just do these gigs, I'm going to have to really change my life around. I think it's very possible, but then I'm like, chill, boy, chill. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. Don't suffer imagined troubles. Inside of your head can be a beautiful place. Number 11, consistency is greater than intensity. Consistency. I'd rather do a bunch of small workouts than go intense and get hurt, which tends to happen to my body, which seems to fail me on occasion or quite often. Consistency rather than intensity. You going to sell a bunch of specials one day, or can you be consistent to sell a bunch of things at the restaurant over time? Are you going to do great at work? Are you going to do great at this for a week? Are you going to make videos for a week? You're going to practice guitar for a week, review records for a week, go to estate sales for a week, diet for a week. Consistency is greater than intensity. Be consistent and you'll be free. Number 12, the life you experience is simply the reflection of your mindset. And what we're going to talk about next on this channel is mindset, the mindset of gratitude and the growth mindset. How do you experience life as a reflection of your mindset? I see some beautiful snow out there. Yeah, it's March 20th, but it's beautiful. It's cold. It's beautiful. I want it to be warm, right? Yeah. How am I going to experience today? I'm going to do a lot of things that I like. I get to talk with you. That's something that I like. I did a little bit of my side hustle. Did I make enough? Did I not make enough? Half empty, half full. It's your mindset. Life is a reflection of your mindset. I get to go to work. Look at work as play. Try to be okay with it. In anything, your mindset. Keep it positive. Don't keep score. Finally, money comes. 13. Money comes, money goes. But time runs in one direction. Your time is greater than money. Do not waste your time focusing too much on money. We all need money for certain things, but really be careful with it at the expense of your time, your greatest non-renewable resource. Let's talk next about daily gratitude. An attitude of gratitude. I remember my dad telling my grandpa that. I think I've shared that on this channel before. He was sitting in the house and my grandma had passed. He was upset and all that, and he had all this food and he didn't want it. And my dad was just like, have an attitude of gratitude, and I think it applies in all situations. Too much or happy that you have it, You woke up today. What a freaking blessing that is. You woke up today. You take it for granted, right? No, be grateful that you woke up today. There's so many things that I'm going to enjoy doing today. I'm not going to do anything I don't think that I don't enjoy today or tomorrow. I mean, really, life is a reflection of your mindset. You woke up today. Get up and let's go. We have electricity. We have clean water. Think about how many people do not. Think about how crazy lucky you are and that I am. You can move your body. Think about how many people cannot. And man, I know I want to train my body to be able to move it for as long as I can to be independent when I get older. Something that I worry about a little bit because of the pains that I have in my body, but I know I can train myself to succeed. You can make choices for yourself. It's a big one. We can make a lot of positive choices. The fact that we can make it for ourselves. You can travel. What a blessing that is. You have a place to call home. Imagine if we didn't have these things. You have food to eat. Take it for granted. There's people probably very close to you right now, within mile, that are struggling with all these things. You have someone who cares. And if you don't, that's what I'm here for. Let me know. You have family. Maybe you don't. Maybe be grateful for the fact that you did and wish that others don't take that for granted. You have good health. Something to be super grateful for. You're still breathing. You have the ability to dream. You can see the sun. You have new clothes. You have clean clothes, I should say. You have the ability to reason. You get to experience life on earth. It's a pretty cool time to be alive. Get to experience life on earth. All those wonderful things so we can wake up, apply to the first part of this video. And finally, all that stuff is going to help us break free from having a weak mindset. Everything we just talked about is going to abolish a weak mindset. Number one, apologizing for everything. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. Screw that. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. Maybe I'll do better next time. I'll learn from it. But you don't have to apologize for everything and anything. It's not your fault. Number two, avoidance of social situations. You know what? No one really cares. There's nothing to be afraid of. Hold yourself up. Good posture. Shoulders. Be proud of who you are, what you're accomplishing. You've come a long way so far. Number 3, the ability for critics to control you. I think about restaurant reviews. I stopped reading them. Not that, I get a lot of bad reviews or anything like that, but you get the bad review. I think the person who writes a review is more motivated by, being upset than positive, because it would be 99 to 1. You're always going to get a bad review. Sometimes things happen, and a lot of times it might not be your fault as a server. Sometimes it could be, right? But I know that I'm doing my best. This channel, I know it's not going to be for everyone, but I'm doing my best. I'm not going to do this or that, just to make somebody happy, especially my critics. Constructive criticism is one thing, and I've learned a lot of mistakes and learned along the way, but screw letting your critics control you. Number 4, you're constantly defensive. I think it's time to start being offensive. And finally, you obsess over your problems. Honestly, I don't even really think I have any problems half the time. I can think about the pain that I suffer in my body occasionally, or, the problems that we have around the house, with certain things. But that's just life, I think. I don't really have many problems. I certainly don't obsess over them. And sometimes we can all get in a little cycle, but then we just got to break free from it, right? Keep a strong mindset. Keep a mindset of attitude and gratitude, and use those 13 sentences to break free. Hope this video finds you well. I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Break free.